Hey everybody, so I have a couple ideas to make videos about the genre I love, superheroes, and try to put them in a critical ramsay. Keep in mind, this is just for pair fun, and don't take it too seriously. I just want to make these videos because I think it's funny that way, but at the same time, I do think it's kind of interesting. Today, we're going to be talking about the two different political opinions of Batman and the Joker. At first, to be honest, I was having trouble figuring out what I should talk about. Because let's be fair, what Batman and Joker are we talking about, and what era? Because the thing what you know about comic books, I'm going to say this about pretty much the same thing about Superman when I do him. Comic books and comic book characters change with the times. I hate to say this overrated thing, but it's true. Comic books have always been political. So I was thinking what I should talk about first. Well, let's talk about The Dark Knight. Now this has not been what I think about the film in a whole, really, but I'll give you a little bit. Personally, I'm not the biggest Dark Knight fan. It's okay. There's a couple action sequences I do like, but that's another here and there. What I do find interesting is almost this weird kind of political message to it. And what's interesting, it doesn't pick if you watch the movie, it doesn't really pick a right answer to this. It's the only right answer it picks, maybe we are so abided. What do I mean by this? First of all, let's look at Batman. Batman, let's be honest, is egalitarian conservative. Let's be honest about this. Granted, his heart is in the right place. He faced a tragedy when he was a kid. You know, his parents got killed. So he kind of thinks the world should be this egalitarian place with some mixed views depending what Batman you're talking about. Since we're talking about the Dark Knight version, he doesn't really kill people, but he could. You know, when a lot of people talk about Batman, they usually talk about the no guns thing, even though in his earlier comics in the 30s, he started off as a killer. He used the gun on criminals, so yeah, he was basically the Shadow. However, Batman in this version is a little more, I'm not going to say nuanced, but he is what I said. He's a egalitarian conservative. He believes America should be put first, probably. And he believes everybody should be protected under, if not law, at least a form of some type of justice. Vigilante justice. You know what's interesting about this? A lot of people don't think there's really no political example of vigilante justice, but however there is. Vigilante justice is political in itself. Now I'm not trying to say it's right or anything, because let's be honest, even though it looks cool in the comics and movies, it's not, I wouldn't say it's the safest thing in real life, but people have done it before. And there's a whole people of real life superheroes putting on masks and capes and touring their cities. Some of them say they're vigilantes, some of them say they're not. It's all up to interpretation, really. My point is, Batman in his true form is a egalitarianist, but with a kind of Republican edge. Now let's talk about the Joker. A total opposite. So, the Joker, if Batman is this egalitarian conservative, the Joker is his opposite. But I'm going to say something that may shock you. The Joker is a libertarian. But Jane, libertarians don't believe in chaos. First of all, it depends what you think of libertarianism. If you take even the earliest example of Ayn Rand, for example, the Joker falls more in line of Ayn Rand theory of thinking, okay? What did Ayn Rand teach? If you don't like your business, you're allowed to leave that business or even blow it up. What does the Joker say? To quote the Joker, I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes, but to quote the Joker, and of course I'm probably paralyzing, people turn into little chips. They go after each other, started acting crazy, and they started eating each other. It's all insane. And that's the point what I'm making. When I say Joker is a libertarian, I don't mean the type who believe in free markets and all that stuff. Joker is a little textbook definition of a extreme libertarian. And yes, I know this is mostly my opinion, but come on. Look at the Joker in that film and tell me he doesn't symbol some type of weird Ayn Rand anarchist. You know what I mean? It's hard to place him, but I say he is somewhat of a... not even a left-wing libertarian. A left-wing libertarian would be a little more calmer than that, but he is like a anarchist libertarian. You know what I mean? And what's interesting, with Batman, we can point at the reason. His parents was killed, so he believes in, conservatism. The Joker, we don't really know. Again, pointing on what source, but since we're talking about The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight alone, I don't know really what his case is. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It leaves an interesting mark. And to leave off this note, I just want to say something here. The Joker is also kind of a terrorist. So that makes him kind of this weird libertarian extreme terrorist. In a weird way, he does believe people should take care of themselves, but he also believes people should murder if they want. That's the Joker, in the nutshell. As Batman wants to protect the innocent, the Joker doesn't believe in innocent or guilty. He believes in total monstrosity, because that's what he totally believes what we are. Monsters, really. He's the type of guy who would say, give up your falsehood of peace. As Batman would say, peace only comes... I'm going to do the voice second. Peace only comes to people who wants it most. He's the type of guy who would believe, Batman is like a type of guy who believes in peace comes only in a strong military force. Or in this case, vigilante force. Anyway, I'm going to leave this off now, but you tell me what you think. Did I do a good job?